In this particular tutorial, we're going to go over how to copy HTML code from SchoolWire Centricity 1 over to Centricity 2. So this is an intermediate user tutorial for teachers, administrators, users of SchoolWires who edited HTML code in Centricity 1 and are interested in preserving that over in Centricity 2. A couple things to think about though, as we go through this together. You have to look for a browser that is accepted in both Centricity 1 and Centricity 2. So if you take a look at Safari or Chrome, neither of these were invented back in the earlier days of Centricity 1 or Centricity 2, or Safari was just starting. It was just a twinkle in the developer's eye at the time, but Centricity 1 did not support Safari, and obviously it did not support Chrome at the time. So browsers that are supported, however, include Firefox and also Internet Explorer. And both of these are supported in Centricity 1 and Centricity 2. So you want to find Firefox if you're working on an Apple or Windows computer, or if you prefer Internet Explorer and you're using Windows only, you might just want to use Internet Explorer for this. So if we take a look here, we see that I have this Firefox browser open, and in my one tab I have the Centricity 1 site. And again, we showed you how to get to that from the first tutorial in the series. And over here is my Centricity 2 site. And what's nice about this is now that Centricity 1 is stored over or archived, we can log into it in the same browser that we can log into C2. So I just signed in, and you can see I have Site Manager available to me over here, and in C2 I signed in over here, and I have now Site Manager available to me over here. The scenario that I'm going to run for you is going to be how to copy this entire page, and it includes this picture, and it includes this link, and it includes this embedded object. Now, an embedded object for you might be a Google form. It could be some other type of maybe other video website. It could be whatever you wanted, some other learning activity, maybe from Hippocampus or from Safari, something that you perhaps embedded in your web page with the embed codes or the iframe codes given to you by websites like this. So what I'm going to do is navigate over to this curriculum guide navigation page over in C1 by opening up my Site Manager here. Now I know that's over in the summer school area, and in this section right here, and down here we have curriculum guide navigation. So here's my entire web page, and to get access to code I'm going to hit this View HTML button here, and I'm going to take all that code and just right click on it and copy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this down and over to the side, and I'm going to hop over to my C2 site and open up the Site Manager here. Now for this demonstration, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new page that I can just throw away later on, because I've already reproduced this site, actually, this page, and I'll just call it Curriculum Guide for abbreviation. And again, new Flex editor pages, they append to the bottom, and I'm going to go inside of this page just like you saw in the previous tutorials. And then down here are my viewing options. So I'm going to toggle over to the HTML view and simply right click and paste the code. And there's all the code, and when I flip back to normal, you can see everything came over that I needed to come over. And actually, as a little sidebar, a little perk here, the graphic did not come over. And that's good, because remember, I was bringing it over from C1, and as we saw in the previous videos, we saw that we need to relink C1 graphics into this spot here. So I'll go and do that now. And there we go. You can see that the new title bar is in place, and just to double check it, I can right click on it like you saw in the previous tutorials, and there's the source HTML URL for this particular item, and you can see that's a C2 URL because it does not start with C1. So we're in good shape. Let's save this page. Success, and I'm ready to go back to home and perhaps even apply some structure to this page, because right now it's at the bottom. Maybe I want to go to actions and I want to edit it to rename it or something like that, or explore the page options, or maybe organize it as well. And that's how you bring over some of your embedded content that you have with the HTML view from C1 by clicking down here, grabbing the code, and then coming over to a new Flex app and dropping the code in.